My child, there are nights when you look up at the sky and whisper, "Why is this happening, Lord?" You've tried to do what's right. You've done your best, and yet things still fall apart. I see you. I've watched every tear that has fallen from your eyes, silent, hidden, like rain against a window. You still pray, you still believe, but sometimes your faith grows tired, like a small candle trembling in the wind. You don't have to hide it from me. I know there are days you just want to be quiet, because you no longer know what to say. You thought that if you worked hard, if you were kind, life would be easier, didn't you? But now you've learned that even the kindest souls walk through the roughest paths, not because I've forgotten you, but because I am teaching you something greater than success or failure. I am teaching you to trust in what your eyes cannot yet see, to trust when your mind doesn't understand, to trust that even when you feel lost, my hand is still guiding you. There are moments when you say, "Father, I'm tired. I've gone too far, and I don't know what's right anymore." I know, but a place where you feel most uncertain is where I want you to close your eyes and walk by faith. You don't need to see the whole road. You just need to know I'm walking ahead. When you fall, I'm not angry. I simply wait for you to turn back so I can whisper, "It's all right, my child. Let's start again. Together, this time." Do you know why I don't always show you the whole plan? Because if you could see everything, you would no longer need faith. You'd rely on yourself, not on me. And when the storms came, you'd forget who holds you steady. I don't want you to understand everything. I just want you to know everything is in my hands. Sometimes you pray and hear nothing. You think I'm silent. But my silence doesn't mean I've left. Sometimes I stay quiet because I'm working. If I answered too soon, you would miss the lesson I'm teaching. Like a father teaching his child to walk, I don't always carry you. I let you stumble a little so you can learn to stand, knowing I'm still right here. I have never left. You just haven't looked back long enough to notice. My child, when one door closes, don't think I've locked it. Perhaps I'm opening another. You just haven't turned your head yet. I know you want clarity, but if I gave you all the answers now, there would be no room left for growth. Faith doesn't come from what you know. It comes from what you choose to believe, even when you don't understand. There are days you whisper, "Father, I'm scared. I don't know if I can keep going." And I say, "You don't have to know. Just take one more step. I'll handle the rest." When you stand at a crossroads, one path looks safe, the other uncertain. And fear grips your heart, afraid to choose wrong, afraid to lose something precious. I know. But sometimes the road I choose for you is not the easy one, but the one that makes you stronger. Because on that road, you'll learn to trust me when there's no one else to trust. You once asked, "Father, if you love me, why do you let me hurt?" And I smiled, because I knew that behind that pain was something good, something you couldn't yet see. Just as a seed must break before it grows, sometimes your heart must ache before it expands, wide enough to hold my love. I don't need you to understand everything. I just want you to know one thing. I am always here. When you lose your way, stop. Don't guess. Call my name. And I will answer, not with thunder, but with peace that quiets your soul. Life will always have its turns, but if you walk with me, every turn will lead to light. You may not understand now, but one day when you look back, you'll smile and say, Father, you knew exactly what you were doing. When you don't understand, don't be afraid. Just hold my hand, because in my hand everything finds its meaning. You don't have to know it all. You just have to know that I do. And that is enough. Sit down for a moment, my child. Don't rush. Don't try to figure it all out. The more you try to understand, the farther you drift from me. I want you to know, you don't have to see every step ahead. Sometimes all you need is to take one small step in the light I've placed beneath your feet. That light isn't enough to see the whole road, but it's enough to keep you from falling. I am there in every single step you take. I never called you to an easy path, but I promised to walk it with you. When you're lost in the night, I am the moonlight. When you wander in the forest, I am the soft breeze leading you home. When you stand at the crossroads, I place my hand upon your shoulder and whisper, "This way, my child." You once asked, "How do I know it's your voice and not my own?" And I smiled, because that question means you're learning to listen. My voice doesn't thunder from the sky. It's a gentle wind that brushes against your heart. When you become still, you will hear it, not with your ears, but with your soul. My voice never rushes, never forces, never frightens. It always carries peace. If something stirs fear or panic in you, it's not from me. I am never in a hurry. Everything that comes from me brings peace with it. So when the storm rises, pause, take a breath. Ask me only one thing. Father, am I still on your path? And you'll notice, I may not speak in words, but peace will return to your heart. That's your answer. I have always guided you that way, softly, patiently, never by force. But you, my child, you often try to lead yourself. You run ahead, afraid I'll leave you behind. I don't blame you. Even your fear is something I'm healing. You don't have to keep your hands on the wheel. Let go. Let me steer. I know the roads you haven't traveled. I know the turns ahead, the valleys you can't see, because I've walked them all. Every footprint of yours fits inside mine. Just follow the path I've already made for you. When you try to control everything, you only exhaust yourself. But when you let me lead, life becomes lighter, even if the path remains steep. Why? Because when I lead, you walk by my strength, not yours. Let me tell you a story. Two travelers crossed a desert. One carried a map, a compass, and many supplies. The other had only faith that his guide knew the way. The first relied on his own tools and got lost. The second simply followed each step of the guide ahead and reached the oasis. Be that second traveler, you don't need to know the road. You just need to know who leads you. Sometimes you feel slow. You see others moving faster, achieving more, and you feel left behind. But I lead everyone differently. Each journey I design is uniquely theirs. Some start early, some later, but if they walk with me, they all arrive, right on time. When I lead you, I'm not just bringing you to a destination. I'm shaping you along the way. I'm teaching you to trust when you can't see, to be silent when everything inside you wants to scream, to wait when you long to run. Because in those moments of waiting, your faith grows. You may feel like you've been walking forever. You may think I've forgotten you, but I haven't. Sometimes I take you the long way to prepare your heart for what you've been asking for. If I gave it too soon, the blessing would crush you. But if you wait until you're ready, nothing will be able to take it away. At times, I'll lead you through rocky paths so you learn to slow down and notice the beauty you once ignored. I'll lead you through rain so you'll love the sun, through the night so you'll welcome the dawn, through loneliness so you'll discover I've been your companion all along. You don't have to know where I'm taking you. You only need to trust that wherever it is, it's better than where you've been. You say, Father, I'm afraid of the future. And I whisper, you're not there yet, but I already am. When you let me lead, you'll see small miracles every day. Not loud, not grand, but quiet and real. A gentle breeze, a smile at the right time, a door opening softly after many prayers. That's how I walk before you. I know there are moments you want to turn back, afraid of making mistakes. But when I lead, even your wrong turns can become part of the right road. No detour can take you out of my love. When you let me lead, you not only find a way, you fall in love with the journey. Because when the destination stops mattering and walking with me becomes enough, every step becomes holy. So let me lead, my child. Don't fear what you can't see. Don't worry about being strong. In your weakness, I will be your strength. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your paths. Now, close your eyes, place your hand in mine. You don't have to know about tomorrow. You don't have to be ready. Just walk with me, because in my hands you are a Father. Tonight I come to you again, quietly, simply, with empty hands and a heart that trembles between hope and doubt. I've said I trust you, but sometimes those words stay on my lips and never reach my heart. When life feels steady, faith is easy, but when the storm returns, I forget the sound of your voice. Father, I don't want to only believe when things make sense. I want to trust even when they don't. Teach me that kind of faith, the kind that walks in darkness because it knows who walks beside. You know me, Father. I try to understand everything. I try to fix what I cannot fix. I run until I'm too tired to move, and only then do I stop and remember that you were waiting all along with open arms. Teach me to let go, not of dreams, but of control. Teach me that surrender is not weakness. It's returning home. I want to trust you, Father, not because I see what you're doing, but because I know who you are. Even when my heart questions, let my soul remember, you have never failed me. When I'm in the waiting, teach me to wait in peace. When I'm in the dark, teach me to walk by faith, not by sight. Remind me that your silence is not absence. It's preparation, a quiet season before the bloom. Help me to believe that you are working even when I can't feel it, that your timing is perfect even when my patience runs thin. I know I'm small and my faith still wavers, but you, Father, you never change. You're steady when I shake, faithful when I forget, strong when I fall apart. So tonight, I don't ask you to change my situation. I ask you to change my heart, to trust you deeper, to love you purer, to rest in you longer. Let me see you not only in miracles, but in moments, a sunrise, a kind word, a quiet breath before sleep. Those small signs remind me that you are near, and when fear comes, help me to lift my eyes again and whisper, Father, I still trust you. When I walk through pain, remind me that pain is not the end. It's often the beginning, the soil where faith begins to grow. When I don't understand your plan, teach me to love the planner more than the plan. And when my heart grows weary, wrap me in your peace and whisper into my soul, I'm still here, my child. Father, you know my weakness. You see my tears, but you never turn away. You bend down, lift my chin, and remind me to look into your eyes again. Let me never forget. Your hands are strong enough to hold the world and gentle enough to hold me. So I give you my worries, my control, my timing, my everything, because you are the only one who never fails. Amen. Do you see it, my child? The sky is changing. The dark is not as deep anymore. A faint gold glow touches the edge of the world. You thought the night would never end, but look, the morning is coming. Every shadow you walked through was only hiding the light I had prepared. I was never gone. I was building the dawn. Sometimes my light comes quietly, not in thunder, not in fire, but in stillness. You wake and realize the fear is gone. Peace has taken its place. That's me. That's the light I placed inside you, growing stronger each time you chose to trust. Now you see differently. The world didn't change. Your heart did. Before, you saw through worry. Now you see through grace. Before, you tried to control. Now you simply rest in me. That's what faith does. It changes not what you see, but how you see it. You once asked, Father, why did you make me walk through the dark? And I said, so you could learn to see light that doesn't come from the sky, but from within. Because true light doesn't come from sunshine, it comes from trust. And tonight, you have learned to trust. Look around, my child. Nothing was wasted. Every tear you cried watered something new. Every delay grew roots of patience. Every silence taught you to listen. You didn't lose time. You gained strength. Now, the path ahead may still twist and turn, but you will no longer walk the same. You've learned that peace isn't the absence of storms, but my presence within them. You've learned that waiting isn't punishment. It's preparation. You've learned that faith isn't getting answers. It's trusting the one who writes them. My light will now lead you step by step. It won't blind you. It will guide you. You don't need to chase it. Just walk slowly, gratefully, knowing that I go before you. You are my sunrise child, born not of comfort, but of faith. You carry the dawn inside you now. Let that light touch others, because when one soul believes, 1,000 more find hope. Your journey wasn't just for you. It was for someone still lost in the night, and that, my child, is how I make beauty out of pain. So breathe now, smile again. The storm is over. The morning has come. You are safe. You are held. You are mine. The night has grown quiet again. Only the sound of your heart remains, steady, peaceful, in rhythm with mine. You've walked far enough, cried long enough, worried more than enough. Now, my child, rest. Lay down your thoughts. Let go of your plans. You don't need to carry tomorrow. I've already gone there ahead of you. You've done your part for today. The rest belongs to me. Stop replaying what you could have done differently. Stop worrying about what hasn't happened yet. Just breathe and let peace return. You don't need to be perfect to be loved. I love you right here, right now, exactly as you are. Close your eyes. Place your hand over your heart. Feel it? That's my gift. The rhythm of life still beating through you. Each breath you take is me whispering, I'm still with you. Outside the wind has softened. The moonlight falls gently across your face. I place my hand upon your forehead, softly, like the blessing of a father. You don't have to pray anymore. Just rest. Let me speak while you sleep. I promised you, didn't I? I will guide you in all your ways. When you walk, I will walk with you. When you rest, I will watch over you. I keep my promises always. So sleep now, my beloved. Don't fear the darkness, for I am the light around you. Don't fear loneliness, for you are lying in my arms. I'm not asking for perfection, only presence. Stay with me, even in silence. I am watching. I am near. I am here. When you sleep, I am still working. When you dream, I am still protecting. Nothing can harm you here because you rest under my wings. Even when you don't know it, I am fighting for you. I am arranging tomorrow, aligning every detail for your good. Sleep, my child. Sleep in my guidance. You don't have to know what's next. You don't have to worry about losing your way. Even if you can't see the road, my hand will not let go. Just like the sun hides behind the night, but never disappears, so do I, quietly watching over you until the morning returns. Close your eyes now and rest in my love. Let the peace of heaven cover you like a blanket. Let my presence fill every corner of your heart. Tomorrow will come with new light, new grace, new hope. And when you wake, I'll still be here, always. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your paths. Sleep well, my beloved. You are safe. You are loved. You are mine.